Yes, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Today, we're featuring the 2:30 game between Palm Harbor Pirates and Southwest Florida Elite Platinum. I'm Doc. I'll be your commentator throughout the game. This 12U action, pool play today. So we'll be broadcasting 2:30, 4:30, 6:30 right here. So we're going to pick up both of Southwest Florida Elite and Palm Harbor Pirate, as well as the Pro Youth. So we'll be covering both games for each team for the next actually about 6 hours at least. Today's tournament, I want to appreciate Tampa Bay USSSA for putting on this tournament, as well as visit stpclearwater.com. And, of course, Tim Labus, tournament director, for his work to pull all this together. All right, so let's quickly go through the lineups for both teams. We don't know who the home team is until they do the coin flip on pool play days. So we will, once that happens, we'll know who the home team is. Now, right above the letters for the each team on the scoreboard, you'll see an indicator that pops up, and whoever that's over is who's up at bat at that time. But I'll keep you informed and up to date on ball strikes and bottom of the inning, top of the inning, how the batters are doing, and all that stuff. Now, the only thing that makes it a little difficult to track is where the positions are on the field. That's the only thing that's, like I said, a little difficult. But we'll do the best we can for you throughout the broadcast. All right. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Appreciate it. If you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe or follow if you're watching on Facebook. And then make sure you share either one. Doesn't matter. Like the videos. And at least on the YouTube side, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we go live for a broadcast. All right. All right, folks. Let's go through the lineups real quick while we are getting going here. So let's start with Southwest Florida Elite Platinum. Leading off is Ethan. He'll be followed by JJ, Liam, Trent, Joyce. I hope I spelled that right. You know what? Let me stand by one moment, folks. Folks, I'll be right back, and we'll run through the lineups one more time. I want to make sure I got that name right, because it just want to validate. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, got clarification. Sorry about that. It's actually Jace. Joyce didn't seem right to me. So, anyway, so let me redo it again. So, Ethan leads off, and Southwest Florida Elite is up to bat first. So, they are the visitors in this particular matchup with the Palm Harbor Pirates. Wow, you gotta slow down. And you'll see now on the scoreboard, there's the indicator I was talking about that's right above the initials to indicate who's up at bat. We are going to be in the top of the first inning, of course. So Ethan, followed by JJ, then Liam, Trent, Jace, Cooper, Paxson, Wes, and Bobby. Now for Southwest Florida Elite Platinum, their starting pitcher is Cooper, and behind the plate will be Wes. For Palm Harbor, we'll run through the lineup real quick. It's Connell, Ben, Kike, Jameson, Trevor. Trevor will be behind the plate. Reeves on the mound. Andrew, Jackson, Carter, Will, Brian, and Caleb. So Southwest Florida Elite is batting 9, and your Palm Harbor Pirates, wow, tongue twister today, folks, is batting 12. All right, we're just about to get ready to get this matchup underway. It is the 2:30 matchup on the schedule. However, things run a little bit behind today, so we are at a 3 o'clock start, thereabouts. So Reeves is finishing up his warm-ups, and we'll get things going. All right, here we go, folks. First pitch, called strike, and this ball game's underway. So no balls, 1 strike. And pitch number 2, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and Reeves is ahead of the batter very quickly here. And this one. And the pitch. Ball just a little in. And it's going to be a 1-2 count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. This ball just a little bit up, and that'll even the count at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Ethan. It's a foul ball. And we're going to do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just got underway here in the top of the first. It's a ball high. And now the count's full. So after quickly getting ahead by 0-2, Ethan has fought back and worked it back to 3-2. So here's the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, and Ethan is on with a leadoff walk. Now bring in JJ. Liam's on deck. And
now batting, number 93, JJ.
Here's the first pitch. Shows bunt, bounce it down the third base line. Picked up by Reeves, throw it to first. They get him at first, but that he does the job. And moving Ethan to second base. So 1 down. That brings Liam in and Trent on deck. And here's the first pitch. Hot foul. And it's an 0-1 count to Liam. So glad to have you join us, folks, for some great 12U action and the Clearwater Clash. Tampa Bay USSSA tournament, broadcasted by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Liam. And here's the 0-2. Oh! Got him on the back there. And second walk issued by Reeves. Puts runners on first and second. So they're still checking on the runner down at first base. So this morning in pool play, we've covered two 11U games. The first game this morning saw Tampa Steel versus Upper Deck. Tampa Steel come out on top on that one. And then that was followed by Upper Deck playing Diamond Elite. And Upper Deck had a big second inning, and then Diamond Elite had a big second inning as well. I'm sorry, a big third inning, and ended up at the end of the day, winning 9-8. Diamond Elite, that is. It's another close game, but some really great action in both. This is our first 12U game of the day. The next game will feature Southwest Florida Elite versus Pro Youth. And the last game of the evening will feature the Palm Harbor Pilot. Oh, I am so sorry, folks. Pirates. I'm struggling with that. Playing Pro Youth in the 6:30 matchup later today. All right, so here we go, one down. And the first pitch to Trent. It's ball low. So 1-0 count to Trent. Runners on first and second. I think somebody come in to run for Liam, but I'll check the number in a minute. There's a called strike and it's 1-1 count. Ethan does stand down at second base. It looks like 43, JJ, is running for Liam after being hit by that pitch. Nice stop by Trevor, but that does allow Ethan and JJ to move up. So catcher got hurt there on the pitch in the dirt. So he was blocking it there. So I think they're just going to give him a moment to kind of walk it off. And we'll get going here. It is a warm one this afternoon. Temperatures definitely in the upper 80s or lower 90s. But humidity is high, so that just kicks it in another notch. But glad you could join us here. Thrilled that you could follow your favorite players and favorite teams, and we could bring it to you. Those who do it for you so you can be here when you can't physically be here, and we do it for the players to have a lifelong memory. All right, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Trent. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt. And it will be 3-1. The batter's box, I'm sorry, not the batter's box, but the backstop is not that far behind the catcher, so maybe 12 foot. Swing and a miss. strike two, and that makes the count full. Which means that it would have to kick down the lines to allow a runner to come home from third base. And here's the payoff pitch from Reeves. Call strike three, and that is 2 outs. So 2 down, that brings in Jace. And they're going to intentionally walk to load the bases with 2 outs. Brings in Cooper. Cooper's the starting pitcher for Southwest Florida Elite. And the pitch. Called strike. And that's an 0-1 count. So Reeves is quickly ahead of the batter in this. Top of the first inning. And the pitch. Ball low. And that's going to be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Called strike. And that's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. On Cooper. Bases loaded. 2 outs. No runs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So no runs. No hits. No errors. And 3 left on base. And at the end of a half inning, it's Southwest Florida Elite Platinum 0. Palm Harbor Pirates coming to the plate. So coming up for Palm Harbor is going to be Connell, followed by Ben and Kike. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go, folks. Welcome back. I'll explain in a second why we mute between innings. There's a foul ball. It's Connell. It's a 0-1 count on Connell. Ben's on deck, so we mute between innings because if there's music being played that could be a copyright infringement for Facebook and YouTube, it could block our content and thus delaying you being able to watch the game. So after the game is done, that is. There's a ball in the dirt, and it's a 1-1 count to Connell. So that's why we do it. Again, that's why the subscriptions and the follows and growing this account is growing the sites is so important, because that will help us to be a little bit more sophisticated and advanced, where we can potentially not have to worry about it. There's a pop fly on the left field, left center. Nice play by the center fielder to come all the way over and make that catch. So one down. That brings in Ben. Kike is on deck. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Ben. Ball in the dirt. And now it's 2-0 to Ben. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the 2-1. Call strike, and now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Kike is on deck. And the pitch. That's a ball up. And now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Ben. We just got started here in the bottom of the first. Connell flew out to left center field. And Ben's got a 3-2 count on him. It's a line shot. That's going to get down for a hit. And Ben is on with a 1-out single here in the bottom of the first inning. So just confirming for you, Wes is behind the plate and Cooper is on the mound. So Jameson is out on deck as Kike steps into the batter's box. So a balk is called. That moves Ben to second. So he has a runner in scoring position now in front of him. Kike does. And here's the first pitch from Cooper. Called strike. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1. That's just off the plate, and it's a 1-1 count. And the 1-1. It's called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Kike. Cooper's ahead in the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is 1 out. So that brings in Jameson. Trevor's on deck. That's 2 down. And the first pitch from Cooper. Ball is just a little low. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jameson. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Ground ball back up the middle, fielded by second base, over to first. And, dropped by the first baseman. That's going to allow Ben to score. And Jameson hustles into second base, and it's a 1-run lead for the Palm Harbor Pirates. So we'll charge an error to the first baseman that allows Jameson to go to second. And the 1-0. Oh, sorry. Well, now it's 1-0 to Trevor. Reeves is on deck. Trevor's your catcher for Palm Harbor, and Reeves is the pitcher. So Cooper comes set and delivers. That's ball 2. So 2-0 to Trevor. You got Jameson at second, 1 run across so far. And here comes the 2-0 from Cooper. And it's 3-0. Oh. Sorry about that, folks. It's 2-1. All right, so maybe that was a ball. Oh, that's would be ball 4. Okay, so anyway, nonetheless, walk. That puts Trevor on first, Jameson on second. Reeves steps in. Andrew comes out on deck. All right. Jameson at second, Trevor at first, 2 outs, and here's the pitch. Called strike. It's an 0-1 count to Reeves. Again, Andrews on deck. Cooper gets a sign. Runners get their leads, and he delivers. Swing and a miss. And everybody moves up on the mishandling of the ball. So it's an 0-2 count. So runners at second and third, and here's the 0-2 from Cooper. Holds back on that one. Ball 1. He was seriously considering that one in the movement of the bat, but he held back. It is a 1-2. And the pitch. Called strike 3, and that is 3 outs. So they do get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. And at the end of 1 inning, it's Palm Harbor Pirates 1, Southwest Florida Elite Platinum 0. Coming up in the top half of the second inning for Southwest Florida, it's going to be Paxson, Wes, and Bobby. This is Doc from the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. Reeves is finishing up his warm-ups. We do have a position change behind the plate. Jameson is now catching for the Palm Harbor Pirates. So leading off here in the top of the second is going to be, like I said, Paxson and Wes will be on deck, and then the third batter will be Bobby. Again, if you're just joining us, welcome. Glad to have you. Make sure you follow on Facebook and share and like our videos. On YouTube, subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification bell. Your subscriptions and follows really helps us to grow our broadcasting capabilities, not only in subscribers, but also in the enhancements for you, the fans. So thank you again, and here we go with the top of the second inning. And the pitch from Reeves, that's just off the plate for ball one. So 1-0 count now, 1 ball, no strikes. That ball's in the dirt and goes up the line a bit there. So that's 2-0 now. So 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0. Ball 3. So a 3-0 count to Paxson. And the 3-0 delivery. Ball 4. And that's a leadoff walk issued by Reeves. Wes steps in. Wes is your catcher for Southwest Florida Elite Platinum. Coming up on deck is Bobby.
Now batting, number 27, Weston.
There's the pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. That is out of play, foul. And it's an 0-1 count to West. So no balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1 delivery. It's a ball just a little up. It gets past Jameson right out of his glove, but Paxson holds where he is. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. We're just getting started here in the top of the second inning. And the pitch. So Paxson goes down to second base on the wild pitch. And that is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Wes. And the pitch. Ball inside, and that's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Paxson at second. Palm Harbor has a 1-0 lead right now. And it's ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Reeves. Puts runners on first and second. Coach calls timeout to go out and talk to his pitcher. And Bobby will be in the batter's box with Ethan coming out on deck. So we got pitching change. And looks like it is going to be Carter. And with that, we'll take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Bobby steps in. Again, Carter on the mound. Jameson behind the plate. And here's the first pitch to Bobby. Ball off the plate. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Called strike. Swing and a miss. There's a deep drive into right center field. That is going to get down. And that's going to load the bases as the center fielder, that's Connell, gets that ball in quickly, and bases are now loaded. So a long single for Bobby. And you got Paxton on third, Wes on second, Bobby at first. And Ethan coming to the plate with JJ in the batter's box. Ethan walked his first time up. And the pitch. It's a pop fly on the infield. Kike calls it, makes the catch, and that is 1 out. So 1 down. JJ steps in with Liam on deck. JJ's 0 for 1, and the pitch. Ball just behind Jameson, but everyone stays where they are. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. Line shot into right field. That's getting down for a fair ball. That's going to score 1. And that will score 2. And Southwest Florida Elite takes the lead 2-1. All right, so that moves Bobby to third. JJ's at second. Carter checks the runner at third, and runner at first. JJ holds. Carter again checks the runner at third. On the pitch, it's a ball, and JJ goes to second with the stolen base. So runners on second and third, still 1 out, and the pitch. Ball up, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out, 2 runs across so far here in the top of the second for Southwest Florida Elite. There's a drive in the center field. That's going to get down. That's going to score another run. Throw comes in. Kike cuts it off. And it is an RBI single for Liam. That brings Trent to the plate. And Jace out on deck. So still 1 down. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's a 0-1 count to Trent. That allows Liam, Liam's still second base, I should say. So far, 3 runs across this inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 3 runs in. Runners at second and third. That's JJ at second, Liam at third. There's a drive to center field. Going back. And makes the catch. Connell makes the catch out there. But That does bring in another run for Southwest Florida Elite. So give it a sacrifice fly to Trent. All right, so 2 outs. Jace steps in. Cooper on deck. Jace got intentionally walked his last time up to load the bases. There's one runner on. That's Liam. He's at third. He moved up on the sacrifice fly. Swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss by Jace, and it's 0-1. Cooper's on deck. He is 0 for 1. And a pitch. Called strike 2. And Carter's quickly ahead, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Whoops, sorry. You should see it on your scoreboard in just a second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 3 outs. So, Southwest Florida Elite picks up 4 on 2 hits. No errors committed, and 1 left on base. And at the end of 1.5, it's Southwest Florida Elite 4, Palm Harbor Pirates 1. Coming up in the bottom of the second for Palm Harbor, it's going to be Andrew, followed by Jackson, and then Carter. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. I'll be right back in just a moment. All right, folks, we are back. Again, just so you know, just a reminder, the reason why we go mute in between innings is because of the copyright infringement possibilities with songs playing in between innings, and which could prevent you from watching the game after the live broadcast if you want to go back and watch it. So we try to make sure that doesn't happen. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Andrew. Foul tip, and it's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes now. Cooper's quickly ahead. So Cooper's still on the mound. West is behind the plate. Cooper comes set and delivers. It's a ball just off the plate, just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. pitch. Just a little outside. It makes it 2-2. Just a bit outside. That was my favorite line by Bob Uecker in the Bob Uecker. And the pitch. Ball just off the plate. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Very famous line in the movie Major League. So Andrews worked it to a 3-2 count. Cooper just missing off the outside corner. And here's the 3-2. Foul ball down the right side, out of play, and we'll do 3-2 again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Nobody on. It's bottom of the second. Just got underway here. Southwest Florida Elite jumped out to a quick 4-1 lead after the end of that inning. There's a shot down the right field line. That's going to get down, but the right fielder was quick to get there to prevent Andrew from moving on, but Andrew does start with a leadoff single in the bottom of the second. Trying to get his number. I think that might be Cooper out there. I'm thinking that's who that is. Or I'm sorry, not Cooper. Cooper's pitching. Sorry about that. Trent, sorry. Yep, it is indeed Trent. That's who I was thinking. I just said the wrong name. So nice job by Trent to track that down. There goes Andrew to second. There's the pitch out, and Andrew's in safely. He got a really good jump on that. So it's ball 1 to Jackson. Carter's on deck. Carter is now the pitcher of record for Palm Harbor. 1-0 count to Jackson. Andrew on second, and the pitch. Pop foul out of play, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the second inning. Again, the indicator above the team initials shows which side is at bat at the time. But I'll keep you up to date on the innings where we're at. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. So Wes couldn't find out when that allows Andrew to go to second base. I'm sorry, to go to third base. So runner on third, nobody out. Jackson's got a 1-2 count on him. And here's the 1-2. And that's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And it makes it a full count again. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jackson. Andrews at third. Cooper gets a sign. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Ground ball just in front of the plate, and they do get him at first. And Andrew holds at third. So 1 down. That brings in Carter. Will comes out on deck. Again, Andrew remains at third base. He had a leadoff single this inning, the bottom of the second. And the pitch. Ball off the plate, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 balls, no strikes to Carter. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. Coach calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher, settle him down a bit. So with that, we'll just take a quick break. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, the conference is over and ready to get started here. It's a 2-0 count to Carter. Again, Will's on deck. And the pitch. Pop foul behind us, out of play. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Carter. Again, Will's on deck. Andrew's at third. 1 down. Bottom of second. And the pitch. Foul ball. And now it's 3-2. So for the third batter in a row, Cooper ends up with a 3-2 count. And he comes set and delivers the payoff pitch. Ball that gets away from Wes. Here comes Andrew, and Andrew is safe. That moves Carter to first on the walk. And Palm Harbor's cut the lead to 2. Brings in Will. Brian's on deck. So we'll see what happens here. Pinch runner. Looks like it's going to be Jackson, since he's the batted out for this inning. Running for Carter, who is the pitcher. Big lead over there for Jackson. Cooper's a lefty. There goes Jackson. There's the throw, the pitch. Called strike, and Jackson's safe. So an 0-1 count to Will. Jackson is at second, pinch running for Carter. And the pitch. Ball just a little bit up. It's a 1-1 count now to Will. So Cooper comes set and delivers. Just a little inside there. It's a 2-1 count. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And Cooper delivers. Jackson goes to third, and he's in there safely. The ball gets past the third baseman. That's going to allow Jackson to score, and they've cut the lead to 1, 4-3. So I believe that's ball 3. It is indeed to Will. So 2 runs in this inning on 1 hit thus far. Will's got a 3-1 count. So Cooper looks in and delivers. So line shot out in the left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. That gets past the center fielder. Will took a big turn, but holds up, and he's on with a 1-out single. Should see the third run show up for Palm Harbor in just a second. Sorry about the delay there. So Brian steps in. Caleb's on deck. And that's, let's see, that might be off for Cooper. We'll see here. And indeed it is. So who's going in for Cooper? We'll get that for you here in just a second. And that's going to be Bobby is going into pitch for Cooper. All right. So while the warm-ups are happening, we'll take a quick break here in this 4-3 ball game in the bottom of the second. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. All right, we're back. The warm-ups are finished. Bobby comes set, delivers, ball high. There goes Will, and he's easily in the second base. So it's a 1-0 count to Brian. Time runs at second base. And the pitch. It's a ball outside. And it's 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes to Brian. Caleb's on deck. Will is at second. And it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. And there's a ball low, so 4 straight pitches and a walk issued to Brian. So runners at first and second with 1 out. Caleb steps in, then it goes back to the top of the lineup with Connell stepping in on deck. Brian at first, Will at second, 2 runs across. Bottom is second. And the pitch. It's a ball a little bit up, and it's a 1-0 count to Caleb. So that's 5 balls in a row. So Wes goes out to talk to Bobby, try to settle him down a bit. Okay, so Caleb has a 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0 delivery. Shows bunt. Called strike. And it's 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Ball just a little inside. And it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, Caleb.
1 out, 2 on. Brian at first, Will at second. 2 runs across. There's a ground ball to short. Shortstop fields it. Goes to second. And they do get the runner at second. So Brian is the victim of the play. So 2 down. That moves Will over to third. That puts Caleb at first. He's probably going to go on the pitch, would be my guess. As Connell steps in. There he goes. And Caleb will take second base easily. And then you have Ben on deck. So Connell's 0 for 1, and Ben is 1 for 1. It's ball high. And I believe that is 2-0. So Connell hit that shot in left center field, and the center fielder came a long way and made that acrobatic catch back in the first inning. That makes it 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to Connell. And the pitch. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. And now it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul ball. And that's going to make it remain at a full count on Connell. Runners at second and third. Now, Bobby does have somewhere to put Connell should he lose him here. Foul ball. Connell's hanging in there. And the pitch. That's ball 4. And bases are loaded. That'll bring in Ben. Ben singled and scored his first time up. And that'll bring Kike out on deck. Called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike on Ben. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Pirates have got 2 across here in the bottom of the second. They're threatening more. Nice stop by Wes. And it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, Kike's on deck. And the 2-1. Ball just a little inside there. And now it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ball outside. And that's ball 4. That walks in the tying run. And this game is tied. That moves Caleb to third. Connell to second. Ben to first. Brings in Kike. He's 0 for 1. Conference at the mound. So it is 4-4. So both teams are kind of trading punches here in this one. It's a tie ball game in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Base is still loaded. And the pitch. Ball 4, and here comes the runner, and he is safe. And this is wow. I got excited there. Sorry about that. And so runners are on second and third now. That is 5 runs for Palm Harbor now. So Pirates now lead at 5-4. Still 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Kike is in. He has ball 1 on him. Nice pitch by Bobby, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. Ball off the plate, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And here comes the 2-1 from Bobby. And it makes it 3-1. On deck is Jamison. He's 0 for 1. He reached on an error in the first inning. Kike represents the 9th batter this inning for the Pirates. And now it's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bobby's worked it back to a full count. And the pitch. There's a fly ball in the right field. Trent's coming in. He makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. But the Pirates pick up 4 and take the lead on two hits. 1 error committed. And they do leave 2 on base. Well, technically, yes, 2 on base. And at the end of 2, it's the Pirates 5, Elite Platinum 4. So now we move to the top of the third. Coming up in the top of the third for Elite Platinum is going to be Cooper, followed by Paxson, and then Wes. So Cooper's 0-1. Paxson was hit by pitch, and Wes walked. This is Doc from Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So Cooper steps in. He's 0 for 1. Called strike. And Carter's ahead, 0-1.
Me too. And he won't let you. Trevor either. It drives me crazy.
It's ball high. So 1-1 on Cooper. On the top of the third here. Just getting underway. And the pitch. Ball low, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Cooper. And now is 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Fielded. Throws over. And that is 1 away. So 1 down. Brings in Paxton. West is on deck. Again, Paxton was hit by pitches last time up.
Now batting, number 3, Paxton.
And the pitch. So line shot back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. And Paxton's on with a leadoff single. So 1 down. That brings in West. Bobby comes out on deck. So West is your catcher and Bobby is your pitcher for Platinum or Elite Platinum.
Now batting, number 27, Weston.
So Carter checks on Paxton. Called strike.
Nice job, Carter.
And it's an 0-1 count to Wes. Strike 2.
Go, one more, Carter.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. And it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So ground ball between the shortstop and third base into left field. And that's back-to-back singles. So Wes is on first, Paxton's on second. Bobby steps in with 1 out. That brings Ethan on deck. And the pitch. Ball outside to Bobby, and it's a 1-0 count. Called strike, and now it's 1-1. So Carter evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 2 on. Elite Platinum trail by 1, and here's the pitch. Ground ball to second base. Over to first, and that's 2 down. But that does move the runners up. That puts Paxton on third, Wes on second. And there's a pitch runner for Wes. I missed who that was. That's probably going to be Cooper out there, if I was to guess that. So there is 2 down. That brings in Ethan. That's a ball low. That's a 1-0 count to Ethan. JJ's on deck. JJ, back in the second, singled and drove in 2 RBIs. And the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 count to Ethan. It's a fly ball in the right field. Andrew makes the snag, and that is 3 outs. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. And at the end of 2.5, it's Palm Harbor 5, Platinum Elite 4. So in this game, Platinum Elite have stranded 6, and they've gotten 4 hits and 4 runs. Whereas Palm Harbor, so far, has stranded 4, got 3 hits and 5 runs. So this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Wes is still behind the plate. We got a new pitcher for Elite Platinum, and that's going to be Ethan as he takes over. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have we have a catching change too. That's going to be Trent behind the plate. Looks like, yep. Wes is at first. So Jameson steps in. Trevor's on deck. Again, Jameson, there's a ball just a little bit outside. It's a 1-0 count. Jameson, he's over when he reached on error by first base. And Trevor walked his first time up. And the pitch. It's a ground ball to short. Fielded, throws over. Not in time. And it's an infield single for Jameson to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So Trevor steps in. Reeves is on deck. Reeves is 0 for 1. And the pitch, there goes Jameson. It's outside. Trent couldn't get turned around in time to actually make the throw down there on target, and that allows Jameson to steal second, and it's a 1-0 count.
Let's go, Trav.
And here's the 1-0 pitch from Ethan. And that's 2-0. So 2-0 count on Trevor. Jameson at second base. Nobody out. There's a ground ball in the hole between short and third. And that's going to move Jameson to third base. That gets away. The throw coming in from left field gets away from Jace. And that allows Trevor go to second base. So a Back-to-back singles issued by Ethan. Puts runners on second and third with nobody out. That brings in Reeves. Andrew is on deck. Andrew singled and scored his first time up. And the pitch. Fly ball. Looks like it's shallow left. Left fielder's coming in. Makes the catch. And that's Cooper out there that made the catch. Nice job by Cooper. And that's one out. Andrew steps in. Jackson's on deck. Jackson is 0 for 1. And here's the first pitch from Ethan. Ball just a little in. And that's going to be a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. So ground ball to short, fields it over to third, and gets Trent at third base. So Andrew hits into a fielder's choice. That does score Jameson, though. So it's a 6-4 lead now. And Trevor is the second out. So 2 outs, 1 run in. Called strike on the outside corner on Jackson. Carter's on deck. Carter walked his first time up. Here's the pitch. Ball high. There goes the throw down. And they get him at second. Nice play by Trent. And Andrew's caught stealing. And that's 3 outs. So, they do get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 3, it's Palm Harbor Pirates 6, Elite Platinum 4. So we move to the top of the 4th. And it's going to be JJ, Liam, and Trent. JJ singled in 2 RBIs and scored his second time up in the second inning. And Liam is oh for 1, but an RBI. And Trent also 0 for 2. So with that, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We're going to step away for just a moment. We'll be back as soon as the warm-ups conclude. All right, we got a new pitcher for the Pirates. That's going to be Kike on the mound. Stepping in for Carter. Carter did a good job. And that's going to bring in JJ to lead things off here in the top of the 4th. All right, so here we go. Foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count to start things off here in the top of the fourth inning. There's a launch shot back up the middle, right over Kike's head into center field, and JJ has the second hit of the game. So runner on first. Liam steps in. Trent's on deck. So Liam represents the tying run here in the fourth.
Number 6, Liam.
There goes, nope, JJ holds, ball inside. And it's a 1-0 count to Liam. JJ holds at first base. So Kike checks JJ at first. JJ's back. Looks in, gets the sign from Jameson. And delivers the 1-0 to Liam. It's a line shot into left field. Left fielder, I'm not sure who that is. Actually, that is Jackson making that catch out there in left field. And it's one down. JJ stays at first base. That brings in Trent with Jace on deck. Swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. I think Trent was swinging for the fences for sure on that one. And the pitch. And it said he did go. And it's an 0-2 count. That pass ball allows JJ to move to second base. One down here in the top of the fourth. And the 0-2. There goes runner. Foul tip. And we'll do 0-2 again. So JJ will go back to second base as he was moving on that hit and run. And Kike keeps JJ close. And the pitch. There goes JJ. Ground ball to short. That goes between the legs. That goes all the way to the fence. That's going to score a run. Trent goes into second base safely. And I went under Ben's glove, so I'll have to charge an error to Ben on that. Trent goes to second. And it is now a 6-5 ball game. Trent's at second. There is one out. Brings in Jace. Cooper on deck. So the ball moves the tying run over to third base for Elite Platinum. And the pitch. Ground ball back to second base. That's going to score the tying run. And that's 2 outs. Nice job there by Jace, sacrificing to drive in that tying run. And it's now a 6-6 ball game. All right, it brings in Cooper. Paxton on deck. This is the first pitch to Cooper, and that is a ball low. So 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Ball low in the dirt, and that is 2-0. So we are knotted at 6, folks. Here in the 4th. Ball just off the plate, and it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. 2 runs across. And the pitch. Called strike, and it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Cooper. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now it's a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And that's ball 4. So Cooper walks with 2 outs. Paxton steps in. He singled his first time up. I'm sorry, his second time up. He walked his first time up. And scored a run. Brings out Wes on deck. And the pitch. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. So Cooper stays at first. Kike checks Cooper. Cooper's back. Ball high. Cooper attempted to go, but he didn't go. And it's a 1-1 count to Paxton. And the pitch. There goes Cooper. There's a line shot to shortstop. Ben, and that is 3 outs. But Elite Platinum do pick up 2 and tie this ball game. And they do it on 1 hit. No errors committed, or sorry, 1 error committed, and 1 left on base. And at the end of 3.5, it is Elite Platinum 6, Pirates 6. Coming up in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Pirates is going to be Jackson, Carter, and Will. All right, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a minute with more action in this one. All right, we're just about finished with the warm-ups here. The ball will be going down to second base. Ethan's still on the mound. Trent's still behind the plate. Jackson steps in. He's 0 for 1. And Carter will be on deck, and he scored back in the second inning, but he walked, and that was his first time up, so technically he does not have an at-bat. Or in other words, he's 0 for 0. And here we go. It's a ball high, and it's 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. to Jackson. Ethan sets, delivers. And that's ball 2. So 2-0. And here's the 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the 4th inning. A tie ball game. And that is ball 4. So Jackson gets handed a leadoff walk. That brings in Carter. Will's on deck. Will singled and scored his first time up. Jackson's back, as Ethan made sure he didn't go anywhere. Jackson's getting a ridiculous lead over there at first base, but he's quick enough to get back. And there he goes. Here's a throw by Trent. And they get him at second. Nice play by Trent. Another victim of Trent behind the plate. I think that was called, it was called a strike. And that's 1 down. It's a nice job there. It was a swing and a miss by Carter. And that is strike 1. So, pop fly down the right field line. That is fair. That drops into fair territory, and so Carter gets a single. That ball just dropped in perfectly away from second and right field. So that brings Will out on deck. Oh, thank you. That brings Will out on deck. It's called strike. There's a throw and another victim by Trent. Wow. Great job behind the plate by Trent. That's three in a row. And that's 2 down. I think that was ball 1, 2. Foul ball. And I believe that's a 1-2 count to, or I'm sorry, a 1-1 count to Will, I believe. We'll double check here. Oh, it's 0-2. Okay, 0-2. Sorry about that. Got it squared away here. 0-2. And the pitch. And 2 outs. Both of them by the arm of Trent, gunning out the runner. Both Jackson and Carter. Nice job by Trent. Foul ball. And we'll do 0-2 again. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of 4. Pop fly on the infield. Third baseman comes in, makes the catch. And that is 3 outs. I think that was Jace that made that catch, actually. It was. And that is 3 outs. So 3 up, 3 down. There is 1 hit, though. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of 4, it's a 6-6 game. Now we move to the 5th. And if I'm right, I think we're getting close to time. So this might be the last inning. And Kike is still on the mound for the Pirates. And Jameson is still behind the plate. Again, it's a 6-6 ball game. It's been a good battle between both teams. So following this game, you'll see the PRO Youth versus this same Elite Platinum team. That'll be technically, it's going to be probably, well, it's not going to be a 4:30 start clearly because it's 4:40, but it is the scheduled 4:30 game. All right, so Wes is going to be up first, and he'll be followed by Bobby, and then the third batter this inning will be Ethan. So Wes is 1 for 1, and Bobby's 1 for 2. So it's about to get underway here. All right, so here we go. Top of 5. Kike gets a sign. Winds up and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Wes. Just getting underway here in the top of the 5th. Strike 2. And it's an 0-2 count very quickly on Wes. So no balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is 1 out. So 1 down. That brings in Bobby. And on deck will be Ethan, who is 0 for 2. It's a ball low and inside. And it's a 1-0 count. So 1 balls, no strikes to Bobby. Yes, to Bobby. It's a foul tip, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
You and Trevor can change stories.
An odd bounce got the catcher in the funny place, Jameson. So anyway, 1-1 count. There's a ground ball to shortstop, but that's deep in the hole, mishandled by Ben, and that allows Bobby to get on. That brings in Ethan. JJ comes out on deck. JJ's 2 for 3 and scored twice and 2 RBIs. There's a fly ball in the shallow right. Oh, actually a little bit further in. That's Andrew out there on second base. Looked like it was going to go farther than it did. That's 2 outs. So 2 down. Bobby's at first. JJ steps in. On deck is Liam. And here's the pitch. It's a ball off the plate, and it's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Bobby at first, and the pitch. Foul ball. And it makes it a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1. It's a fly ball in the left field. Catch is made. And that is 3 outs. So, no runs, 1 hit. Oops. No errors and nobody left, or one left on. Wow. And it is a 6-6 game. We're going into the bottom of the fifth now. And that's going to bring up Brian, Caleb, and then back at the top of the order with Connell. So this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back. As we go here in the bottom of five, the umpire did tell me the time has expired, so that means whatever happens here is it. So the Pirates will either win or tie. So that brings in Brian. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1. So it's a 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch from Ethan. Called strike. So if you haven't figured out already, Ethan's still on the mound. Trent's still behind the plate. I can honestly say since starting broadcasting here in the fall, so that's going to remain 1-2 on the foul ball. I'm not seeing any of the broadcasts have we seen anybody throw out 3 runners in one game. So great job by Trent back there. And here's the 1-2. That's a ball in the dirt, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brian. Caleb's on deck. Again, following this game will be the Pro Youth Foundation versus Elite Platinum. That's your scheduled 4:30, but it's clearly not going to be 4:30. And the pitch. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again.
Go, Brian.
And the pitch. Foul ball again. And still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's 1 out. So 1 down. That'll bring in Caleb with Connell on deck. There's a ground ball to short. Throw across, and that is 2 down. So that brings in Connell with 2 down. 2 quick outs by Ethan. There's a ground ball back up the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. Oh, actually, let's see. Yes. Wow, nice job by the center fielder. That's JJ out there with that arm. Almost threw out Connell at first base. So 2 down. Ben steps in. Ben's 1 for 1. Scored in the first inning. And here's the pitch. Nope. Ethan goes first to make sure Connell doesn't go anywhere. So coach calls time to go out and talk to his pitcher. Still no pitches to Ben yet. Be interesting to see what the strategy for the Pirates are if they are thinking about stealing. All right, here we go. Two down. Connell's up first. Ground ball foul. And it's a 0-1 count on Ben. So no balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. And this titanic struggle. 6-6. In the bottom of the 5th. And the pitch. Fly ball in the left field. Makes the catch. And that's 3 down. And that's the ball game, folks. All right, so no runs, no hits, no errors. Or I'm sorry, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of the ball game, it's 6-6. Pirates and Elite Platinum. Again, coming up here in just a little bit. If you subscribe or follow, you'll see on Facebook or YouTube the game pop up. But it'll be Pro Youth Foundation versus Elite Platinum. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a little while.